Good day, everyone. Okay, before we begin, let me share my screen. Please just confirm when you can see it. Perfect. Let's jump into it. First, I'd like to thank everyone from Acme Solutions for taking time out of your schedule to be here with us today. Welcome. My name is Tariqua Matias, and today I'll be walking you through Rossum's document optimization technology. To start, I'd like to go over today's objectives, which include reviewing the overview of your business challenges, exploring a day in the life of your accounts payable manager, uncovering how Rossum is the solution for your business challenges, followed by a question and answer session. Next, we'll recap, and finally, we'll go over next steps. Now, just to confirm, your growing business has been experiencing some challenges within your accounts payable department due to a recent influx of invoices that have to be put into your system manually, taking up valuable time. To further break things down, your present solution is not able to process foreign languages or currencies without the use of additional tools. So, processing invoices from vendors not based in the US presents even more of a challenge for your accounts payable manager. You're really in need of a platform that's more global in scope. Furthermore, because of the recent invoice influx, 25% of invoices aren't being processed and paid on time, and the associated late fees are costing Acme Solutions even more money. Was I able to zero in on the challenges you've been facing? Am I missing anything? Okay, well, cheers to your recent business growth. Let's get into the demo. I'm going to be showing you how Rossum is going to turn the time you presently spend processing an inundation of invoices into time spent focusing on saving money and the overall growth of your business. Punctuating where Acme Solutions is presently, I want to take a look at a day in the life of your accounts payable manager. Let's put ourselves in the manager's shoes. So now it's no longer her, him, them, it's I. Because Acme Solutions is not a large company, I'm responsible for the full range of the financial tasks within the accounts payable department. And just for clarity's sake, the role of the accounts payable manager entails a whole lot more than just processing invoices, correct? How much of the day would you say is spent on manually inputting invoices into the system? Well, from our last call, it looks like the accounts payable manager spends upwards of 45% of the day on this task. That's more than 45% of the day that again, we can all insert ourselves here, I am not engaged in higher level tasks centered around strategic financial planning that, in turn, supports the business's financial health. Let's face it, although essential, the task of inputting invoices manually is mundane and does not have a meaningful positive impact on your bottom line. Whereas the higher level work I'm not able to get to while processing those invoices does. Now, let's take a closer look at how we might see things being employed in this role. We can say to ourselves, Self, I'm an accounting professional with 6 years of experience and a CPA designation, and can best be described as an upbeat go getter. Above all else, I'm dedicated to the success of Acme Solutions and am passionate about reducing costs while maintaining accuracy and efficiency. Lately, though, honestly, I've been feeling really burnt out. The process of manually inputting invoices is agonizing. I feel frustrated and overwhelmed by not being able to pursue my passions. Every day, I find myself drowning in an endless sea of paperwork that has to be processed while my real work goes undone. Can you sense the dejection this manager feels day in and day out? Think with me. What would it be worth to be free of the agonizing frustration felt as a result of not being able to make meaningful contributions to the team? What lengths would you be willing to go to find a viable solution? At Rossum, we are passionately driven by the belief that if we could make document processing frictionless, it would change business to business communication and correspondence forever. We worked tirelessly to eliminate the challenges that arise in processing paperwork, and the solution is finally here. There's a use case I'd like to share with you. We have an existing customer whose business is similar in size to yours, who was manually inputting a steady stream of purchase orders from a variety of trading and manufacturing customers. Like you, they were swimming in documents that needed processing and were overwhelmed. Rossum implemented a custom solution that revolutionized processing within their organization. This customer loves Rossum's easy, fast user interface and was able to use it immediately without any special coaching. The initial AI training was completed after processing just a few hundred purchase orders, and the team has now achieved 95% faster processing times on the same document volume. Amy, the business processes improvements manager, is thrilled and had this to say: "We've done a good job of getting a very high percent of our documents through the solution quite quickly. It remembers everything. That's fantastic." Rossum eliminates your business challenges in 3 key ways: via automation, validation, and correction. Before we look at automation and keeping ourselves in the accounts payable manager's shoes, let's take a look at how we can receive invoices with Rossum. Prior to using Rossum, many of our customers struggled with only being able to receive documents via email. Rossum empowers you to solve this problem by allowing invoices to be sent via email, UI, and API for automation. As the accounts payable manager, we're already seeing Rossum save time in our day. Being provided with a centralized location for both receiving and processing invoices alleviates the need for time to be spent using external tools and taking extra steps to get the invoices to the processing platform. In addition, ensuring invoices can be received in a multitude of ways provides your vendors with the benefit of having options as to how to submit them and allows for a seamless transfer between their system and yours. Now, let's move on to automation. The lack of ability to configure fields being captured can really pose problems when considering automating document processing. Rossum solves this problem by allowing you to maintain complete control over your document automation. All specifications can be set to your requirements. Let's see how. The configuration option allows the accounts payable manager to both add, and we know an item has been added when the backslash is no longer visible, or remove fields as they deem necessary. It also enables them to add their own custom fields. They can fill out the information requested, and they can add any custom field needed for processing. Another concern that our customers often have is not having control over the level of automation. Rossum overcomes this challenge with our automation settings. Now, the accounts payable manager is able to set invoices to never be automated, always be automated, or be automated if they reach a certain confidence threshold. A global confidence percentage can be set here. Let's try 97.5%. Or they can even set a custom global value here. And let's make it about 93%. Save the changes, and within seconds, your automation rules are set up. Rossum provides maximum flexibility by allowing you to enhance your automation strategy with the Rossum Store. Here, you'll find a collection of low or no-code apps for the Rossum platform. The Rossum Store has apps with pre-built integrations to downstream systems. We see one here for Workday, Coupa, SAP, UiPath, and those with additional automation checks. And we can see those down here. Customization allows for the automation to remain within the parameters of your company's needs, ensuring all of the important fields are captured. Automation reduces repetitive work, allowing for more meaningful work to be accomplished during the accounts payables manager's day, which in turn increases productivity and ultimately is that which will facilitate the growth of your business. And as businesses grow, they make more money. I'd like to pause here. Are there any questions so far? Okay, no questions. So let's see how validation improves workflow and see how Rossum processes an invoice. Most of our customers come to us frustrated by having to use a myriad of steps to check to see that all of the necessary information was extracted from the invoices they're processing. I've opened up an invoice so we can see Rossum at work. The accounts payable manager can easily see the line items that have been checked. The gray check marks, as we see over here, indicate that Rossum has checked a line item. And the green ones indicate that they have been checked manually. Rossum removes the frustration from the accounts payable manager's day by clearly differentiating between automated and manual checks, ensuring no line items were overlooked. And if we take a more in-depth look at this invoice, we see that it's not in English, but Rossum was able to capture the values for the subtotal, the total tax amount due, and it even recognized that the currency was in euros instead of USD. When finished validating a document, the accounts payable manager just clicks confirm to export the invoice to your downstream platform. Just think, configuring Rossum to precisely automate line item interactions once facilitates seamless extraction from invoices for the foreseeable future, freeing you to use your energy to innovate and improve your product and production. In short, validation improves workflow by reducing the risk of costly errors, saving both time and money. How does the thought of that make you feel? Well, let me show you how else Rossum can help by exploring how simple it makes correction. But before I get into that, do you have any questions for me? All right, no questions so far. Then let's take a look at one more invoice. Here, we can see that the information that has been extracted doesn't match the invoice itself. To fix this, the accounts payable manager simply clicks on the item, and and then on the check mark, allowing Rossum to automatically make the correction. This makes it possible to quickly identify errors without having to go line by line, invoice by invoice to check for accuracy because Rossum does it for you. Any manual correction drives retraining of the AI, which continually improves the AI's extraction automation with minimal human effort. Imagine how it would feel to no longer have to focus on the trivial matters and be free to utilize your time to connect with customers, improve customer satisfaction, and earn more money. Picture that with me. Well, Rossum pulls that picture right out of your head and brings it to life. The last thing I'd like to do is to think about what your present solution is costing you. You might say, it's not costing us anything at all. Well, why don't we look at it from this perspective? If your accounts payable manager is salaried at, let's say, $100,000 a year and spends upwards of 45% of the day manually processing invoices, it means that essentially, at a minimum, your present solution is costing you $45,000 a year, not including the money that's being lost due to lack of productivity. In actuality, you're paying for something that's not really providing a viable solution for the challenges your business is facing. Okay, I'd like to open up the floor for any questions you might have. Can I provide answers to any questions that have come up so far? Okay, no questions? Well, if any should arise after our meeting, please feel free to reach out to myself or the account executive, and we'd be happy to answer them. So, wrapping up, in summary, we've seen how Rossum saves money, buys back time, and increases the productivity of your business, which ultimately increases revenue. Now, let me share our next steps with you. Our account executive will reach out to discuss pricing. Our service team will follow up and discuss implementation. And lastly, we can do a business impact assessment to explore potential return on investment. So again, thank you so much for your time. That concludes the demo.